Good morning, Falcons. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. I'm Caleb, and this is your view from the Falcons Nest. Tomorrow is the Seniors Are Special breakfast in the Media Center. This is one way each year that we honor our senior students. Please make sure to stop in before school from 7:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock a.m. for coffee, hot chocolate, and other goodies. If you have any questions, stop by and see Miss Duff. It's spring planting season in Indiana, and the State Department of Agriculture is asking drivers to be cautious in rural areas. The addition of more farm equipment to roadways raises the potential for accidents, particularly with road construction season forcing more traffic onto county roads. Indiana has 94,000 farmers, and the state is asking motorists to slow down, be patient, and watch for farm equipment. In 2021, 4 occupants were involved in crashes with farm equipment in Indiana, which resulted in 2 deaths, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The most common equipment motorists will encounter during planting season include sprayers, tractors pulling planters or tillage equipment, and large trucks hauling agricultural products. These vehicles are wide, sometimes taking up most of the road, and often travel at speeds no greater than 25 miles per hour. Tips for motorists approaching large farm equipment: Farmers will pull over when they are able to let motorists pass, but it may take time for them to get to a safe place to do so. Do not pass in a designated no passing zone or within 100 feet of any intersection, railroad grade crossing, bridge, elevation structure, or tunnel. Do not try to pass slow moving farm equipment on the left without ensuring that the farmer driving is not planning a left turn. It may appear that the driver is pulling over to allow a pass when the farmer is actually preparing to turn. You will drive right into its path, endangering yourself and the farmer. Avoid tailgating. It's just rude in general, and as some farm equipment might have to make sudden stops along the road, you want to allow plenty of time to get to a destination and be aware of alternate routes and avoid distractions. In this week's installment of Health Minute, there are new concerns over the detection of bird flu. I hear they have a tendency to do that. According to the Emergency Wireless Network, the outbreak of H5N1 bird flu virus has spread to dairy cows for the first time in the United States, raising concerns about it spreading to humans through the nation's milk supply. Since 2022, bird flu in the United States has infected over 90 million chickens, more than 9,000 wild birds, and 34 dairy herds. Colorado became the ninth U.S. state to report an infected dairy herd last week, and Colombia became the first country to restrict the import of beef and beef products coming from U.S. states due to bird flu in dairy cows. That came after the U.S. government said it would require dairy cattle moving between states to be tested for bird flu. The FDA says the milk supply remains safe because of pasteurization. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reported infections in Michigan and 5 other states. That's this week's Health Minute. Now to weather with Nick.
Good morning, Falcons. So on your Gleb forecast out there right now, it is sunny with a current temperature of 49, a real feel of 57, and that lovely air quality. Now moving on to your 3-day forecast, Thursday is going to have a high of 82, low of 50, and cloudy. Friday is going to have a high of 69, low of 56, and raining. And then Saturday is going to have a high of 78, low of 54, and mostly cloudy. That's all we have for weather. Now to Mendoza Sports.
Saturday's softball game with East Chicago Central has been canceled and will not be rescheduled. JV game with Rensselaer, originally scheduled for 1 p.m., will begin at 11 a.m. WNDU is reporting a big change coming next year for the IHSAA. On Monday, the IHSAA announced the boys volleyball and girls wrestling will be officially recognized sports starting in the 2024-2025 school year. With this ruling, each sport will now have a full IHSAA state tournament, with girls wrestling being considered a winter sport, and boys volleyball in the spring. Both sports were added to the emerging sports process in 2022 and have been significant growth with more than 1,400 participants in girls wrestling and over 100 boys volleyball teams in the state. Last night, the Falcon baseball team registered a 21-run barrage against South Bend, Washington, raising its record to 9-6-1 on the season. Drew King started before giving way to Josh Westfall, Brandon Benwell, and senior Chase Miller, who made his first career mound appearance. Tonight, weather permitting, the girls' tennis team will travel to North Judson's for a match with the Lady Blue Jays. Our Falcons softball team will host Scouts. Now back to lunch with Nick.
So for your lunch today, we're going to be having meatball with marinara sauce, honey barbecue beef rib with peas, garden bar, a mixed fruit cocktail, and a twisted garlic breadstick. That's all I have time for today, Falcons. Have an amazing day.